Martin said, Attorney General discontinues case against Democracy Hub protesters who were arrested while demonstrating against illegal mining, Galamsey. Yes, the Attorney General of Ghana, Imranti and Mabawa, Omoye Yechre, under Ekufuado ne Baumia. Oyacha Omoye Ninano, they were saying, say, Chairman Untumia, the Bemasha left, the Naisha left, Najunifa left, the Kwasiatu, Esohe left, no, on the Lord Komi, on the Kojo Ponkroma, on the Ayadian Gabi Ochida, Kukuba Kumo, Kate Jimfuamo, MPP for na, Professor Ayadian. From Paul Boating, a whole report catch a coup for the summer on Galamsey no. Sam Branton Baba no a demonstration tia Sam for say almost say Ghanans in Sioux and in Sassy. Sam Branton Baba we a demonstration no. Almost in from Democracy Hub. Almost the Ghana ye no more pay. In fact, almost a demonstration no. Now almost catch a Ghana for you say. MPP ni NDC these people when they had that demonstration. I remember perfectly time I know me a demonstration I sat on TV to say when the government is in power, you blame the government, you blame the leadership. When you try to generalize problems when the government is in power, you miss the plot, and those who are guilty or the people in power who have the right to stop that crime, no, they will turn around and use the power against you. The catch normal. As we speak today, say Galamsey started gidi. Now excavators in so now in so they say we have to blame the government of the day. We are not supposed to say MPP and NDC. No. Yatia CCI and the Oko Senior High School bia a more papa or one Korani di. And Koran complaining yet. And the Oko TikTok now have videos are and Koran are happy. We have to give credit to the government of the day because so you get it. As I sit here, when the government of the day under their regime, we have to tell them that it is their responsibility. I am not going to sit here and tell you, say, MPP ni NDC, I will never do that. You know why? Because the moment I make say MPP ni NDC, no, say NDC bonia, the NDC will be emboldened to do what they are doing more because me Jimmy, I cannot blame them for bonina or mayano. In my delivery, I never make statement to say NDC ni MPP, never. That is why the two political parties had their own words, they had their own manifestos, had their own policies. They were telling us to give them power. Say MPP ni NDC pa and komunyina ko jina campaign platform bakoso eto domitre saye. But they all have different vision, different ideas, different ways they want to combat crime, different ways they want to save the economy. That is why parties are different in philosophy, in ideology, and what they want to do. So we are not supposed to sit in Ghana. So we need to blame the leadership the right to stop what is happening. Until when these people got on the street and almost statica say yes, they are demonstrating against politicians, say Mumubi Mabodam. I sat on my show to say it. Mekajam say you have lost the plot. The MPP in power then, no, they will see you as fools. You become a weak target. And they became weak targets, and the NPP for no caught all of them and jailed them. So MPP ni NDC pa then the Attorney General and the NDC a discontinued case in the Ghana for say these people had the right to demonstrate and that they are not supposed to be treated as criminals. But there was a government now power. They did not consider anything. They put them in jail. How can these two people or government or parties be the same? Okwasia and Rebecca Sasem. There's a clear distinction between NPP and NDC. And Intina ende utmu abua tisa Manaza Azori, a liar who calls himself a journalist. In his journalism career, there's only one thing or two things depend on cover: Zoom Lion. So you Zoom Lion through Manaza Azuri is a twerp. Or the second kubako. JJ Rollins the member journalist. JJ Rollins who and Odani Abua. This is not the kind of thing we want. We need to let governments know. Send corruption, echo high. We need to tell John Mahama and his administration it is their responsibility to stop it. Say bibi koso na ekoye we need to give credit to the government of the day. Inti time na go for yes demonstration be catch them say don't go out there and making it look like say aban no teso on the NDC for the SMI no na MPP Ekufuado Bawumia aban and they lost the plot and it's na chinkola we gu mu no. And that foolishness needs to stop. And an NDC Attorney General has looked at the docket and said there's nothing in there to keep these people behind bar because we are in a democratic country where people have the right to demonstrate and join any organization or group they want to join. You see these people, they'll go back on TV and go and start talking that shit again. Oh, politicians are the same. NDC, MPP are the same. That is the foolishness of some of the young people in Ghana. That is some of the foolishness of some of these young people. It is a politician, no? At war. Now, who young man say, oh, Kasa say, MPP ni NDC, oh, who say we a weak link. Yeah, because a basada politician or a cromfono, he or she hides behind political parties to destroy you. But when you are able to boldly tell them in their face, you under your leadership, Galamsey was out of hand. We could not even catch one fish in our waters. You under your regime. The dollar moved all the way to 17. You, under your regime, who NPP for, you borrowed over 1 trillion. You, under your regime, we saw inflation cross 56. You, under your regime, Bank of Ghana actually borrowed or made losses over 60 billion. You, under your regime. So you make them understand that there were responsibilities that they were supposed to take. They were supposed to take. You don't sit there and say politicians are the same. Because as we speak today, the NDC government has been in power for 30 days. You cannot sit and tell me, say, the dollar being 15, no, NDC are buying and they move dollar from 3 to 15. But you can tell me, say, the NDC government should do everything possible to drop the dollar. It is their responsibility. It is the responsibility of the NDC government to make sure that majority of the youth who are in the unemployment bracket, you know, they need to find ways and means to create job opportunities for them. You need to tell the NDC, say, the Galamsey menace, they need to find solution to it. That is what you do. You let government and political parties take responsibility for their actions. You don't put them in one basket. The moment you do that, you become a fool. You become a weak link. Then they will hide behind power and destroy you. And that is what the NPP did when they were in power. And on we go jail. In the name we say all politicians are the same. There's nothing like, you know something, neutrals in politics. There is nothing like neutrals in politics. You are for or you are against. The people who went out on election day to vote for John Mahama, they went clearly to make a statement that we need things to change. Let us stop this thing of we are activists, we hate politicians. Whether you like it or not, NDC, MPP will rule. The issue is NDC are going to rule for 42 years.